Prop firms are arguably the best way for traders to access large amounts of capital. And I am currently funded with $1 million across a few prop firms, and I am actually looking to scale my funds to multiple millions. And in this video, I'm going to share with you guys my key three tips that will help you effectively scale your prop firm capital. Let's get into it. Now, the first key point I want to share with you guys, and this is arguably the most important point from the three, and this is that before taking any of these prop firm challenges, you must have a profitable trading system. Now, what do I mean by this? I basically mean that you have to have your trading strategy back tested for large amounts of data, and understand that with your system, you have the entry requirements, the trader management system, and the exit requirements locked down in your trading plan. And once you have this, you can actually understand what your win rate is and what your average risk to reward ratio is. And this is very important because through your back-tested data, you'll actually understand if you're profitable, if you're a break-even trader, or if you're a not profitable trader. And to illustrate this, I'm gonna show you guys a chart rather, to basically help you understand what I mean. So over here, you can see on the top, you can see the win rate. So you have 20%, 30%, 40%, 50%, and 60%. And then on the left, you have the risk to reward ratios. So over on this chart, you can basically see if you have a certain win rate, if you have a certain risk to reward ratio, couple that together, you can see if you're profitable or if you're not. Let's take the 40% win rate with a 1:1 risk to reward ratio. And for example, let's say that for every trade you take, the risk is $1,000 and you are taking a total of 10 trades. Now, according to this means you would not be profitable because your accumulation of winning trades would total to $4,000 and your accumulation of losing trades would calculate to $6,000, which means you would be actually below break even and you would be losing minus $2,000. So this basically means that your system is not profitable. Now let's take another example. Now let's actually reduce the win rate to 30% and we'll increase the reward to risk ratio to 4:1. Now, according to this, you actually are profitable. Your accumulation of winnings would be $12,000 and your accumulation of losers would be $7,000. And according to this, you would be up $5,000, which means your system is profitable. So I hope you guys understand that having your back-testing data, understanding your entry, your management, and your exit requirements are very key to having a solid system. And from that data, you can extract your winning percentage and your average risk to reward ratio. And from that, you'll be able to see if you're profitable or not. And when you have that profitable trading system, you know that, okay, I've got that edge. I can go into challenges with my head held high, and all I have to do is follow my plan to the T. I say that lightly. It's actually very hard to manage your psychology, but once you master that and you follow your plan, you'll be able to really exploit your system, your trading system, and take it to new heights with prop firms. You can really scale your capital with a profitable trading system. Now, the second key point I want to share with you guys is that when you're investing into these challenges, you have to invest with funds you're willing to lose. Now, people might get angry at me when I say this, but the reality is that trading is extremely emotional. And if you invest into these challenges with money you really need, then you start becoming really emotional in the challenge. And you're like, oh, I've got to make this work. I can't afford to lose the challenge fees. And if you have that mentality, then every single trade you take is going to be an emotional one. And you really don't want that because, as I explained in my first point, you have your profitable edge why do you want to mess that up with your psychology? Why do you want to mess that up and basically deviate from your profitable edge just because you're starting to become emotional? You really don't want that. So make sure you invest with funds you're willing to lose, because then you become less emotional and then you'll be able to actually use your profitable edge and actually keep to your profitable edge. So that's why even when I lose a challenge, I've actually publicly lost a 300K My Forex Funds challenge. I didn't actually get crazy emotional about it, because whenever I purchase an account, it is money I'm willing to lose, because I understand that in the long run, if I just follow my plan, I know that everything will work itself out. So make sure you invest in prop firm challenges, but only with funds you're willing to lose. And any payouts and refunds you get from challenges, make sure to reinvest that into more challenges, because what you want to do is to exponentially scale your capital. So for instance, let's say you end up getting a 100K funded account and you get a payout of 10K. You want to invest as much as you can from that payout. Obviously, take home what you want to take home, completely understandable, but you should take a percentage from that payout and put it into challenges, because you should be thinking about this for the long term. You should be thinking about scaling your capital as much as you can, because in my head personally, 10% on a 100K account is $10,000, but 10% on a $1 million account is $100,000. So always think for the long term and always look to scale your capital, because it's always more beneficial. So yes, invest into challenges with funds you're willing to lose. And number two, make sure to reinvest the refund fee you get and also the payouts you get with a prop firm into more challenges. Now, the third and final point I want to share with you guys in order to scale your capital is to actually understand how to use a trade copier. Now, I did do a video on how to manage multiple prop firm accounts using a trade copier. Make sure to check that out. I'll put a thumbnail showing you guys that video, and I'll put it in the description below. Understanding how to use a trade copier will help you manage multiple prop firms and scale your capital further. And if you don't know what a trade copier is, I'll explain it in a few words. You have a master account and you have slave accounts, and the master account is connected to your slave accounts. So you have, let's say, one master account and you have 15 slave accounts. And every time you execute onto that master account, that one account, that trade on the master account gets copied over onto the multiple slave accounts. And this is very good for the trader, because you don't have to stress about taking trades on multiple devices. All you have to do is take a trade on one device and on one account, and those trades that you place on your master account gets copied over onto the slave accounts. And that's the power of a trade copier and how you can scale your capital with multiple prop firms. Now, it's important to note that some prop firms may not allow the use of a trade copier. So make sure to ask the prop firm's customer support and also check their frequently asked questions. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you guys take those 3 points and take it with you in your trading journey. If you found it useful, let me know in the comment section down below. And also let me know what's going on with your trading journey. I really do like to read up on those and see where you guys are at. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you guys in the next one.